All right, let's talk about moving to the cloud. It's not really a question of if anymore, is it? It's all about how. And that how, well, that's where billions of dollars are won or lost. So today, we're going to reframe this whole conversation. We're taking it from a simple tech project to what it really is, a critical business strategy that can literally define your company's future. Let's get into it.
So when you hear cloud migration, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of folks, it's that phrase lift and shift. Sounds so simple, doesn't it? Just kind of copy-paste your entire infrastructure into the cloud. But come on, if it were that easy, everyone would be a cloud genius by now. The reality is, it's a whole lot more strategic. So is it just lift and shift? The short answer, no way. Not even close. The migrations that actually work, the ones that deliver real bottom-line value, they aren't just about moving data around. They're a direct reflection of a business strategy. This isn't just another IT project on the list. It's a fundamental change in how you operate and compete.
Okay, so if it's that strategic, how do you even begin to make these huge decisions? Well, you need a framework. So let's open up the essential toolkit for any cloud migration, what we call the 5 strategic R's. Think of these as your playbook, the core set of moves you can make for every single application you have.
First up, we have rehosting. Now, this is your classic lift and shift. You're basically moving your applications over exactly as they are with almost no changes. The analogy here is perfect. It's like moving into a new house, but just piling all your sealed boxes in the living room. Sure, it's fast. You're in the new place, but you aren't actually using it properly yet. And here's the big pitfall. You can get hit with some surprisingly high costs because your old apps just weren't built to be efficient in the cloud's pay-as-you-go model. Next up, there's replatforming, which I like to call lift and tweak. So you're still moving the app, but on the way you make a few smart little optimizations, like maybe you swap out your old database for a managed cloud service. In our moving house analogy, this is like getting to the new place and immediately upgrading to a brand new energy-efficient fridge. It's often that perfect sweet spot, a small tweak that gives you a noticeable, immediate win in performance or cost savings.
And now for the big one, refactoring or re-architecting. This is not a tweak. This is a complete overhaul. We're talking rebuilding your application from the ground up so it's born and bred for the cloud, fully cloud native. This is the full-on gut renovation of your new house. It's definitely the most expensive and time-consuming option, but wow, it's also the one that unlocks the most value and completely transforms what's possible.
Okay, strategy number 4 is one that gets overlooked all the time, but it can be so incredibly powerful. Retire. It's simple. You take a hard look at your applications, find the ones that are no longer adding any real value, and you just turn them off. It's like the Marie Kondo method for your tech. Does this application spark joy? No? Okay, thank it for its service and let it go. Seriously, this is often the fastest way to slash costs and reduce complexity.
And finally, we have retain. This one is all about strategic patience. Sometimes the absolute smartest move you can make is to do nothing at all, for now. You make a conscious, deliberate decision to keep an application right where it is. Maybe the business case for moving it just isn't there yet, or maybe the risk is just too high. The key is you're not forgetting about it, you're just planning to revisit it down the road.
Okay, so that's the playbook. Those are your 5 moves. But, theory is one thing. How do you actually decide which R to use for which application? Let's get practical and put these strategies into action with a few real-world examples.
This table makes it all crystal clear. Let's look at that first row, a simple web app. What does it need most? Speed and the ability to scale up. It's not that complex. So a quick rehost to get it into the cloud ASAP, or maybe a slight replatform to a scalable service, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Now let's contrast that with the beast in the second row, a big monolithic ERP system. One of those massive all-in-one applications where everything is tangled together. It's the core of the business, which means it's incredibly high risk to touch. The right move? Just like the table says, you retain it for now and you start planning a very careful, very long-term refactor. And that last one, that dusty old internal tool that few people use, low business value, maybe it does something another app already does better. That's an easy one. Retire it. Save yourself the headache and the money.
So you can see, right? Choosing the right R is all about the context of the application. But before you even start looking at individual apps, you've got to zoom all the way out. There are 3 massive foundational questions you have to answer first. Think of this as your pre-flight checklist before you even think about taking off.
First, and this is absolutely the most important,
What is the actual business goal here? Are you doing this to save money, to move faster, to innovate on new products? Your answer to this one question drives everything else. Second, what's your real tolerance for risk? And I'm talking about downtime, security, complexity. How much risk can the business stomach? That answer will immediately rule out some of your options. And third, what's your timeline? Are you looking for a quick win to show progress this quarter, or are you buckling in for a multi-year marathon? These three things, business goals, risk, and time, are the pillars your entire strategy has to be built on.
And that really brings us to the single most important idea to take away from all of this. Listen closely. The goal isn't just to be in the cloud. The goal is to use the cloud to achieve your business goals. It's a vehicle, it's a tool, it is not the destination. Internalizing that one simple shift in thinking, well, that's the difference between a really costly tech project and a business transformation that completely changes the game. Thanks for tuning in.